Here's Joe Studenecko with his Paratrooper. Where'd you get the Paratrooper, Joe?
He's in the Army. He was in the Army.
Who was in the Army?
Ferris.
And Ferris gave you the Paratrooper?
Who did?
Ferris, Uncle Ferris gave you the Paratrooper doll?
Yes, he made it up.
All right, that's
Put it together.
very cool.
Then he sent it because at that time he was a paratrooper
All right.
as well as a fighter.
And why was he famous?
Because he was asked by the Army to be in the paratroopers as well as with the fighters.
And that was in World War II?
Yes.
And then he got famous for another reason, I think.
Yes, he did.
What?
Because after his fights that he had, he actually went into fights and won the most.
Boxing fights?
Boxing, yes.
Okay.
And so then he was relaxed from that at the time. So then he changed his activity in that he picked up his stuff. His wife was allowed to go from but in Doofer, where he was from.
Right.
He started back from the Army,
Yeah.
and at that time, he went ahead and started doing his changes from moving walking, I guess.
Oh, okay. And did he?
He waited for his wife to come, and his wife came back. He helped take his wife to the hospital, took his wife to the hospital. She ended up having some
triplets.
Huh?
She had triplets.
Triplets, you're right. Triplets.
3 babies? Wow.
No, not 3 babies.
Okay. Well,
he ended up with Jerry,
Yeah.
Jackie,
All right. 1,
and
2.
July.
Okay. Triplets. Wow. That must have been rare.
It was. And he became the first Army, whatever you call them, paratrooper that was asked by the Army for him to get his stuff together with his kids. Go ahead and get a way to take an airplane and go back to Oregon.
Wow, that's good.
And so she was over there by then, right next to him.
No, great.
And he called up my mom and all the aunts and uncles. And he told them all to come out to Doofer, and they could have the first choices of seeing the kids,
Wow.
the babies. And he also got a bunch of fruit and actual food for the babies.
And you got to visit them with your...
Yes.
That must have been a really great day.
Yeah, it was.
And he made you a paratrooper?
Yeah. Took him a while,
Well, that
but he
looks
did.
neat.
He got it all done.
Okay, looks like you played with that quite a bit.
Yes, he did, because at the time we lived in the third step of the house we lived in,
Right, and
and so he got each one of these for each child,
wow.
and he helped every one of the children to go up the steps.
Oh, yeah.
And at the top of the steps there was a line across, and it was wood. It stopped, and they couldn't go over the wood.
Yeah, a railing, yeah.
And so then people like
Like Joe, little Joe.
Middle Joe, but also this, you know this guy. He's in Hawaii right now.
Oh, Russell Hahn.
Yeah. He came over and he
Okay.
did it more than one time.
Wow.
He loved it at that time.
Yeah, that's a great toy.
And so then I was in school at that time, grade school, and I got to come up the steps and then go to the end of the wood, whatever you call it.
On the railing, on the patio,
railing.
on a porch, I guess.
Yeah, and so we had all of our friends coming up and down the street to come and find out what this was.
Yeah, wow.
And take turns throw it
Wow.
over the top.
That was
Yeah,
great toy then.
yeah, it was.
Great. That's nice that you've kept that all these years.
Yeah, it sure was.
Does it have a name?
No, this is,
Just the Paratrooper?
yeah, the Paratrooper.
Oh, well, thanks for your story. Anything else to tell us now?
Well, with that, then I could tell you that my uncle got over to Oregon, and he stayed at our house to start with.
Okay.
And then,
With the triplets or no? Or...
yeah, the triplets were still in
okay. Montana or something?
in what?
Where were the triplets born?
They were born in. They were born
Not in Oregon, in another
Yeah,
in another country.
No, in Oregon.
But they weren't in Portland yet.
No, they weren't in Portland
They
yet.
were born. I think they flew.
Yeah. So where were they born? Idaho.
On the East
Or...
Coast.
Okay.
So they
Born on
came
the
into
East
Portland.
Coast and stayed with you guys.
No,
Oh no.
just to come in so the kids could see.
Oh, he
all the
brought them by.
adults. And then Joe Studenaker reached the low level of 10 years old,
All right, 1950.
and he was in the hospital,
Oh,
and that's when he had his, what?
some polio.
Yes.
Okay. We're
So they put him, the hospital put him in as a 10-year-old.
in the polio ward, maybe.
Polio,
Or...
yes.
But
And the only thing that happened wrong was my dad.
Oh.
He went down the hall,
won't need to be.
unlocked the door,
Okay.
went in to see me in the hospital.
Yeah.
A man, just a few minutes later, knocked on the door,
Okay.
opened the door, called the guy standing there, and said, "Please get out of here, and you'll be able to see your son and talk to him, if he talks."
Okay. Yeah, that was a scary time.
Yeah, and so the man went over and said, "I'm going to shut the door for you, and you will be able to walk at the door back and forth, and you could get your boy and you could take him on walks
Oh, that's
while you're in there waiting.
okay.
Okay, those are.
Isn't
Good.
that something?
Yeah.
Also trigger things.
Good story. Okay, thanks for telling
And
us.
then let me tell you.